Hey guys, what's up? So today I had a really fun time playing this Fiora deck on stream, and I wanted to show you guys some of the highlights, some super crazy games we had, like truly just one of a kind. I can't really spoil anything, so I don't want to say anything more, but crazy games today, and I think Fiora decks are a lot of fun, completely unique way to play Runeterra. And I think a lot of people, have this impression of Fiora that it's just kind of completely dependent on draws. And so I wanted to stream it today to show off that there's a lot of sort of crazy things you have to think about in a lot of cases. And hopefully a lot of people will be able to appreciate what goes into a good Fiora game. Although, of course, a lot does come down to, there's a lot of matchups where you can queue into a Fiora and you just don't have a chance. So that's all I wanted to say. I just, wanted to preview the deck for you guys. If you want to try it out, I'd highly recommend, at least watching the videos, because Fiora is a really tricky deck to play, the full mono Fiora, and you have to have a really, really reactive mentality. It's like a full control deck. You'll see what I mean from the games. All right, guys, that's it for me. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys next time. I like how most games end in surrender with Fiora. Oh yeah, one side is surrendering, either way. Are we really running 3-3-mana single combats? Yes, in Fiora deck, 100%. So you can run 2 strafing, but in Fiora deck you need as many singles as you can get. There's versions that are running like Cataclysm as like a 7th single combat. And yeah, like Relentless Pursuit, part of the value of Relentless Pursuit isn't just pushing face damage, but also to be like a 7th even worse single combat that of course can push face damage, which has value. So this is Kindred Ezreal. I could keep Unyielding in hand, but in the 3 Unyielding version I think I just draw it later, right? How come you don't play Fiora Targon anymore? Is it bad? The Fiora Sparklefly deck? Mostly I've developed a bad relationship with Targon recently. No, Fiora Sparklefly is still pretty good. So, what can he do here? Like, he can Thermo if he really wants. It's not like we don't have an answer to Thermo, but we have a really uncomfortable answer to Thermo. If he's concurrent timelines Ledros, though, then there is some pressure to try to, like, play first. Like, if he just has concurrent Ledros and Thermo, I'm eventually going to have to play this Fiora. Dreadway you just kill with freeze plus combat, but that's on turn 9. But if he keeps passing like this, I'm only going to be able to play my Fiora on turn 8. That's the only turn I have Fiora plus Unyielding to beat the Thermo. And then on turn 9, the Dreadway will have a lot more attack and my Fiora will be tiny. Maybe he just won't roll Dreadway. I'll just keep passing. I'm not going to play the first card. Yeah, and this is bad. So, like, he showed the concurrent. This means that he's drawing when we're burning a top deck, which is a little awkward. We do have mana advantage here. We've got 5 mana after Fiora and he's dealing 7. So I can keep the Fiora safe from a Thermo. It's just, like, annoying. I'd have to use... No. Standalone and Elixir actually keeps her alive at 1 health from the Thermo. That's enough. That's enough. This guy spent 1 mana. 1 mana! You fucked up! Could I have Vengeance? Oh, yeah, he totally could have Vengeance. Man, I fucked up. Honestly, having second Fiora is so good in this matchup. Fiora's on the board! That's all we need. I'm just gonna continue passing at this point, right? I guess I can play the Chain Vest for free since I still have Unyielding. Another mana out of my hands. It's basically just pure lockdown. Like, both players are completely mana locked. That guy spending this 1 mana for concurrent timelines actually allowed us to be safe against Thermo. Alright. So he's trying to spend his mana. He doesn't want to tap under Vengeance, I think. I could make the call that he doesn't have Vengeance, since some people might have used it 2 turns ago. Should have used it 2 turns ago. Dude, if he rolls Dreadway, we don't actually have a strike. We would normally just be able to kill Dreadway during the resolve, but we actually need a strike. This is so sad. Well, I'm on a 9-card hand. As long as I'm top decking, I'm safe. Peak gameplay. Oh yeah, the real big brain shit. You guys thought that Fiora mirror was a coin flip? You guys are, singular. That's all I need, baby. Okay, so Dreadway has what, 8 health? So that's standalone, singular, and sharp sight. So that's 8 mana to kill Dreadway. But he could have enough burn that even without Dreadway, he just sends 10 damage to face. Like, Ezreal as a champion is kind of scary. Discarded 2 Ezreals. Okay, so I can't tap under Unyielding. So I can't play standalone because I wouldn't be able to protect him with Vengeance. I have a 10 card hand, so if I pass, I'm burning a top deck, which I don't want to do if I don't have to. So I can just like throw away like an Elixir of Iron, I guess. I can't throw away Brittle, unfortunately. It won't even let me use the card if there's no enemies. Okay, so now I'm back to a 9 card hand, preserving my top deck. Back up. We've got the answer to Dreadway. So now we have exactly enough mana that I can use standalone with Unyielding. So I can standalone pass. Okay, standalone is safe. If he has the Ledros, it's got to be coming out here. But I've got the mana advantage. He's burning more mana than me if he passes. So there's the Ledros. See if he hits it. He didn't hit it. Unless he's slow rolling. Come on, dude. Is that really a choice? Okay. So that's the 20 damage. We're just going to go ahead and Sharp Sight single combat that. Okay, Dreadway down. Only 10 damage. Fiora dies. No, we have Tough. Look at that chain vest we got out earlier, boys! And there's the Mystic. So Dreadway's still on the board, which means Mystic is going to deal double damage, because everything is doubling, right? Every single thing is doubling. But now, if I Troll Chance, Dreadway deals even less. I don't have another attack this turn. Is freezing better? I guess this freeze isn't doing anything else. Yeah, I guess I'll just fully flash freeze the Dreadway. So this stops the entire damage from Dreadway on my face. And his Mystic Shot just used somewhere else, not my face, which feels pretty good. So the Dreadway doubles the damage on the shot. Fiora goes down to 5. I take 10. Fiora gets 1 kill. And I'm just going to go ahead and smack Nexus for 8 here. But he just used a Mystic Shot on somewhere other than my Nexus, which I don't know if he's allowed to do. And he's definitely not allowed to play units right now. So again, I haven't cast Unyielding yet. So as long as he has Vengeance mana, I can't play Unyielding. So I can't play standalone. Or sorry, I can't tap under Unyielding. I can't play standalone because that taps me under Unyielding. And I can't play Golden Aegis because that taps me under Unyielding. So I pass. But if he has a second Ledros, that's potentially a problem. I have no answer to second Ledros. I do want to be able to kill him quickly. I mean, if he has second Ledros, he would have had to have played it there, right? I have no answer to that. Man, I'm 1 mana short. This is so sad. I want to open attack so I can beat a second Ledros top deck, but I can't Golden Aegis because then he can Vengeance through my Unyielding. So I can't do anything. I have to pass. If he draws the second Ledros off the top now, then we actually might lose to that. Yeah, I didn't draw another strike. So we're going to have another problem. And my Fiora's attack is really doing nothing else, so it looks like a standalone attack, but I need to keep Unyielding mana up, and the only way I can threaten lethal is with Golden Aegis. So if I use standalone attack, then I actually don't have lethal, because she's only dealing 9 damage. But if I attack with Unyielding and Golden Aegis, then we have lethal. So I can't stand alone. Unless he heals for any amount at all. I might need Golden Aegis on defense. The problem is he's healing for something at least. He'll heal for something at least with that deck. It's Ezreal Kindred. If he whiffs with Ledros, I can't delete it as a blocker. I do need to stand alone here. We have to put him on a clock. I mean, he's intentionally not playing units. Not having the strike spells is really awkward. So we're playing around the Vengeance. Vengeance is much more likely than second Ledros. Okay. And again, if he taps under 7, he lets me use Unyielding. He's not really, like both of our mana is completely locked out here. Okay. That mushroom is actually kind of deadly. So yeah, this is why someone was asking me, is 3 Strafing Strike really proper in this deck? This is a good example of yes, it is. Like, you just need as many strikes as possible. So there's that healing we put him on. That's why I couldn't take the Golden Aegis play, because he had a certain amount of healing. There's no response to that, but now I have enough mana to Aegis with Unyielding Spirit. He tapped under Ledra, so he can only draw him at earliest next turn. So now I Aegis with Unyielding Spirit mana up. I kill the Gallant Rider, and then I open attack, threatening lethal, dodging Vengeance with Unyielding, which an open attack beats the Ledros top deck next turn. And I do have to take this attack. I need to be able to beat the top deck. I will open attack. Okay. Fiora's got a second kill. Shouldn't really matter because he's playing with Nexus Health as a resource. He can play another blocker. The problem is, anything other than a 1-mana blocker would tap him under Vengeance here, which unlocks our mana. I mean, he'll have to. He has no choice. But Fiora goes to 3. We got Unyielding. And we're just starved for a strike top deck. We're just so starved for it. Okay, so Vile Feast gives him that blocker. Yeah, Vile Feast is a pretty sad option, all things considered. He doesn't even get to drain off of it. I mean, I guess I just Unyielding. Unless he's literally main decking Kindred spell, which is like so trolly, right? Nobody main decks Kindred spell. That's impossible. It's like some people are trying it out, but it's day 4. Everyone would have cut it by now, right? Crumble. Crumble's slow speed, guys. Unyielding makes my unit unable to die. And Crumble kills my unit. If he's running that spell, he deserves to win, honestly. Alright. So we got our Unyielding off, which unlocks both of our mana. Taking a bit of damage here. Really needed a strike spell. I mean, I do have a second attack, but if he top deck Ledros, he has another shot for it. If we lose to double Ledros Dreadway, if that's actually how we're losing this game. Yep. Pretty expected. He can just like go onto a Vile Chain here and we can't stop that. If we draw a single strike card, we're so safe. Because I don't think he can win outside of that, except for it's like some weird mushroom chain. He's healing back up. I mean, Fiora's still only at 2 out of 4, so I still don't really have anything. I mean, I can rally now, but it's not doing anything. It's just like mana efficient. I can't really rally now. Rally now to win next turn. No, because this is my attack turn, not his. Okay, 1 more damage. These puff caps might actually end me. If he has like, he's been hoarding spells this entire time. We're down to 8. But we drew our strike, so we're safe from the Ledros top deck. I can now use Golden Aegis, and I can open attack into next round if he has nothing else. I mean, this is the best Golden Aegis I'm getting. He's probably just gonna Vile Chain again. And 1 more Vile puts him outside of the health range of a single Fiora swing. What was that? Burn Lethal. Burn Lethal is scary, dude. These puff caps are actually just maybe ending the game. Yeah, go harding his own spider. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. And I mean, I have to attack here. I mean, this is why I rallied. Okay, my Fiora's 3 out of 4. So if he plays Ledros, I win the game on the spot with strafing. Okay. So he's using Go Hard, but this is a drain and he's using it on a unit with Tough that can't take damage. So he's not healing himself. He's got to have a different way to stay alive from my 10 attack. He's voluntarily shuffling more Go Hards into deck. Oh, he's leveling up Ezreal? He's just using it to level up Ezreal? So he knows he's shuffling more bad cards in his deck, but he has to level up the Ezreal. Or he's trying to get to pack your bags. Oh my god. He actually drew that many? No way. He played 1 earlier. He could have lethal now if he actually drew all of them. Oh my god, that's the pack. What? How? The question is, does he have enough? Because depending on the version, this easily might not be running Get Excited. He might be relying on a mushroom here. He wasted 1 Mystic. No mushrooms, no mushrooms. I think he's realizing that he skips Drain. He could have drained 1 by attacking the spider. So my Fiora has lethal on this attack, whatever that means. I think he's baiting me. I think he's baiting me. I suspect he's good. This was a good game though, either way, man.
I'm basically 1/8 gay.
Oh my god. We're good. GG, dude. This was very well played. This guy did play well, I think. The Mystic, using the Mystic, I think he Darius emoted when he realized like he needed to not use that Mystic earlier. That 1 Mystic earlier might have been the only thing that kept me in that game. Him trying to kill the Fiora instead of saving it for face. But apart from that, he did everything he had to. See, like, Fiora just, like, I don't know, it leads to such cool games sometimes. Like, it's completely unique. The kinds of games it leads to. Like, every once in a while, there's just, like, these, like, crazy, like, 9-head games. I mean, Fiora as an archetype has just been getting like more and more tools and more different ways to play. Kind of like almost accidentally, right? Like Strafing Strike is kind of a garbage card for dragons, but it happens to be like when Strafing Strike got printed, this deck became a real thing. Because when Fiora decks could only run like singles and concerteds, it was so much more awkward. I've not been impressed by Purify. I hate Purify, TBH. I'm still not sure exactly like what it hits big. Sejuani Renekton, eh? Alright, Sejuani Renekton. Treadway. But Purify doesn't even hit Dreadway that big. Like, just run a third Concerted Strike for Dreadway. Keep Concerted against Renekton. Yeah, I might have to. Renekton is actually pretty terrifying. Fiora does need, like, some kinds of buffs, something to keep herself big. Yeah, this deck uses, like, bigger things. It's an interesting case where I do kind of need to mulligan away the singles and keep the Concerted. This is also a good matchup for Flash Freeze. In most matchups, Brittle Steel is kind of a much better Flash Freeze for this kind of deck. He's got some good turn 1 chip damage, which is good for him. Yeah, this hand is really sweet for this matchup. For this, for exactly like what Renekton Sejuani is, this like Overwhelm style deck. Yep, him open attacking there is fine by me too. Means he doesn't have anything truly terrifying. So what are the scariest things to play around in Sejuani Renekton? Not much, right? Sejuani making my Fiora vulnerable and frozen can be a little awkward. Oh, he's running my version with 1 Scargrounds. I mean, he's gonna have to play first, right? It's turn 4, so there's not much else. Quicksand, that deck shouldn't be running Quicksand. Quicksand has been kind of like underwhelming. I mean, it doesn't really mesh with Shurima that much. It's good in some decks, like some of the slower Shurima decks. Yep. I mean, he's an aggro deck, so we do kind of need to race him down to a degree. But I think making him skip the turn 4 mana is kind of a bigger deal, right? I agree, Quicksand is underwhelming, TBH. Quicksand is like, it's kind of like a better Flash Freeze in a lot of ways, but it's made me realize that Flash Freeze would be kind of shit if it wasn't in a region that was actually like really good for Flash Freeze. Like Quicksand, like cards are so region dependent, and Quicksand is like, yeah, if Flash Freeze was in a region that kind of sucked for it. So can't I just unyielding now? What do you do about this? Ah, the perfect Fiora emote. Well, I mean, I've got a rally here too. I guess I can just, you know, kill this for free. I'm not unhappy that one has Spell Shield, so it might be dealing face damage to me. Oh, I've been got. Virgin Fiora versus Chad Lee Sin all in. Lee Sin Shurima was really, I don't know. Lee Sin Shurima is a really fun game, or a fun deck. You have like these crazy blowout games. I got like kind of like a bad run at first though, and Chad like always likes bullying me and saying like, "Oh, switch decks. This deck isn't working." After like 3 games, and so sometimes I'm like, "Yeah, okay, fine, guys, I'll switch decks." Lee Sin Shurima versus Fiora is really fucking interesting. It sounds like bad for the Fiora player, honestly. If you have strikes, it's not. That makes sense too. Alright, guy, what's the game plan here? I've got an immortal Fiora. What do you have? What counters Fiora can't climb against it right now? Are you seeing Fiora decks on ladder?
Such unrefined style.
Guys, come on, don't play Fiora on ladder. Who would do that? Oh, jeez. I guess I can just freeze this. I mean, it's overwhelm damage, right? Was there actually like an easier way to just kill that though? I mean, I don't think it matters what I do, right? Whatever. Does Quicksand disable unyielding? Nope. You'd like that, wouldn't you? It'd be a real convenient counter to this. I climbed from iron to diamond with Fiora since this expansion. This is faster than aggro decks, and some people just concede on the spot when they see it. Yeah. It's pretty great. I have a bad feeling that the enemy is waiting to draw Renekton and challenge Fiora. Look at the Gamba and the weird ratio. Oh, is this Gamba manipulation? Oh! This is face damage. I'm taking damage to this. 1. Ah, 4. Down to 8. Wait, why did I just do that? Whatever. Fiora player efficiency. Yeah, you need to be able to end games fast like this. Oh, that's what he was trying to flip that Sejuani. That's why he was trying to deal 1 Nexus damage. Is Elite's a bad matchup for Fiora? It shouldn't be. Fiora does well into most forms of mid-range. It depends a bit on the composition of the deck, I guess, but yeah, Elite should be pretty free. Take Art is a better troll gifts. I mean, I agree that it's better than troll gifts, but I cut troll gifts out days ago. I don't know. I actually hate troll gifts so much in this deck. It's so baity. Well, it's at least Darius. That kind of makes me want these single combats in this troll chant. So this hand looks kind of perfect. We need flash freezes though. Flash freeze is just kind of a bad card in this deck, right? How many flash freezes? Am I currently running 3? That can go down to 2. How does an all-in Fiora ever beat control? Because when they vengeance, you press on Yielding Spirit and they concede on the spot. Now, I mean, Hush. That's a little bit harder. We're gonna lose to TF Aphelios, but that's fine. Some matchups just weren't meant to win, you know? If this guy has the balls to do like a weird fervor, I don't even really mind if he fervors this. That's a ballsy play, dude. Okay, I mind a bit. But, I mean, the fervor is like denying a future Fiora kill anyway, and it's also like face damage. So, I kind of suspect I don't mind. Although, I'm about to mind if he has a second one. Do I have the balls to assume he doesn't have a second one? He played that fervor like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Does this guy actually draw 2 fervors? My hand can kill him so fast. My hand can kill him so fast. I think I can kill him through second fervor hands. I think I actually just passed here. Like I don't need to take the risk. Like with the singles and the troll chant and like Aegis and Straving Strike, I can kill him in like 2 turns. 3 Sisters. 3 Sisters is I in this deck. I mean that's what we were trying at the start, but it's the flexibility is kind of like you're not getting much flexibility. 3 Sisters is not really a great card. I think most decks have cut it at this point. It's alright. It's like definitely runnable in a lot of decks, but it's just aight, you know? These fearsome things are definitely a little bit annoying. So, how do we optimize for this? We need second single for the first fervor. We need to be able to block the maximum damage. Our Fiora is pretty safe at 2 health, and she will be growing for 1. So I troll chant this and 1 off for the Nexus damage. We're gonna need to get enough health on our Fiora that if he goes in for the Nexus, the Fiora can instantly kill him with through Decimate. So I think I'm actually supposed to let my Nexus go down to 1 health and keep my Fiora's health as high as possible. Because I need to be able to just, like, respond as quickly, right? So what that means is this block. And then to keep my Fiora's health higher for the Nexus's health, I block at 2 with her instead of the 3. Because I need to match the troll chant. This looks good. There's no reason to block a 1 with her because she has the 2 temporary health from the troll chant anyway. Okay, so I mean I can open attack. Yeah, this looks fine. And we can beat out decimate hands.
Smooth as silk.
Okay, here's the second kill.
Two down.
So we can beat Decimate Fervor at this point, but he would have used Fervor earlier. So we're at 2 health and he's decimating, but our Fiora just happens to be 2 out of 4, which, I mean, that's kind of funny. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill both of these and win the game. Alright, great. And yeah, if he has like a Vile Feast or something, my other Strafing Strike is still good enough. So yeah, pretty easy game, honestly.